Hey, welcome back. This is our second day to try to record one time the video for Facebook and YouTube as well as the audio for the podcast at the same time. I'm working on different microphones, so hopefully it's an improvement over yesterday. Thank you for your patience. Let's jump right in with Jesus and the Pharisees in Luke chapter 14. Jesus dines with a leading Pharisee and sees a lame man there. Jesus heals him on the Sabbath, instructing the Pharisees to be humble and merciful. To help them, Jesus tells the story of a man who takes the best seat at a wedding feast and is asked to move down. Yet the one at the foot of the table is moved up. Humility will be exalted. Jesus tells his host he should be inviting the poor and the lame to his table. Such will be repaid in the resurrection. Jesus tells another story about people making excuses not to come to dinner, prompting the master to reject them. Christ's kingdom demands selflessness, service, love, and extreme cost. Jesus challenges them to calculate that cost, lest they fall short of his kingdom. Here are some things that apply directly to you and me. The Pharisees were watching Jesus closely in hopes of finding fault in him. They failed to see his love and compassion for the hurting. They failed to see the value of taking the lower seat and serving others. Therefore, they did not invite the poor and lame to their tables. They and others made endless excuses and asked for endless signs instead of submitting to Jesus as their king. The kingdom demands all of a person, their heart, mind, and soul. It means loving Christ and the ministry more than anything and anyone. We need to hear this clearly and calculate the cost. Many fall away because they were never totally committed. Discipleship to Christ is all or nothing. Let's investigate that with a few questions. Number one, has pride ever affected the way you see Jesus and his teachings? How do you reestablish humility and selfless love for others? I know I'm constantly vying for the attention to be in the center of my life, but how do you move yourself away and put not only him in the middle, but also the people that he desires for you to serve? Question two, why is it more Christ-like to invite the poor and the hurting to your home over people with means or people who can also serve you? What does that say about your expectations of God's reward in the longer term future? Number three, what is the cost of discipleship in your life? What sacrifices are being made? Who must take a back seat so that you can honor Jesus? That's just challenging you to look at where you are right now and calculating the cost. And we want to grow in those things, so let's finish with a prayer. Merciful God, please help us grow in compassion for others. Place people in our paths who are poor or lame or hurting. Lead us to develop selfless spirits that will be more like Jesus and help people who are in need. We will open our hearts, our lives, and our homes to be of service to others. Father, discipleship is a lifelong challenge. Please forgive our failings and help us grow. May we never make excuses and always be willing to do better. Father, we have calculated the cost. We choose Jesus over all others, and we give our lives to you. Today, I want you to say that to the Lord in prayer and then live it out, not only in your devotion to him, but in the humble way you help others. Thank you for your attention.